and we are gonna start in my grandmother's house. My grandmother happens to live in the farm area, and there are so many fun things to see here. My grandmother loves nature, and she always had vegetable gardens. She raised chickens. Nowadays she doesn't do that anymore. She has lots of fruit trees. Look at this passion fruit flower. Isn't this the most exquisite flower you have ever seen in your life? And look how big this passion fruit is. This is a place where the family comes when they want to rest from the city. My family just happens to like rustic nature, that's how I like to call it. We came to visit my grandmother, and she lives at a rural area. So these monkeys didn't used to be here. This is my uncle's property, and apparently these monkeys appeared like a few years ago, and they just stay around and they eat from my uncle's hand. And my uncle was trying to feed them, but they had already eaten a lot before we arrived there. There is a baby. That one up there has a baby on its back. I cannot tell which is a mother and which is a father because they swapped the baby.
It's like hidden, the baby on this back.
It's hidden. It's the same color. It's hard to see, but it's very cute when you can see. This tree up here is a cashew tree. For those of you who don't know, the cashew is not the nut. The cashew is the fruit. The fruit is actually very good. A lot of people here really love it.
And you can get cashew juice.
And you can also get cashew juice. I will put a picture of a cashew there so that you guys can understand what I'm talking about. My grandmother is making one of her most famous recipes, which is a type of biscuit that is deep fried. You use tapioca starch, a bit of cheese, eggs, and oil, and you deep fry them, and they taste delicious. I have tried many deep fried biscuits, but none of them taste as good as my grandmother's. You need to eat this with coffee, but not any coffee, Brazilian coffee. And the way the coffee is made here in Brazil is with sugar. And this is how you strain the coffee. I know it looks dirty, but it's not dirty, it's just stained by the coffee.
That's the filter.
It's a coffee filter, but it's cotton coffee filter, and you find a lot of this here in Brazil.
Tapioca?
Tapioca, yeah.
Kind of like pão de queijo.
It's like pão de queijo, but deep fried. What is this strange plant?
Jaboticaba.
Parabéns. Well done.
Tell us what it is.
So, jaboticaba is a fruit that looks like a grape, but it's a bit more sour. The skin is thicker, and it grows from the trunk of the tree, not from the branches. Steven needs to try sometime,
we must
because
try
these ones are green,
again.
they are not ripe yet. We spent a lot of time with family in our last days in Brazil, but we only showed you guys a little bit. Now it's time to head back to the city because we want to show you guys some other things.
One of the shocking things about Brazil is the driving. So, Naz, what just happened?
I cannot talk now, I'm just...
This guy
Sorry.
This guy tried to squeeze through on the right-hand side.
The traffic light was green for the oncoming traffic, and we obviously had to wait. And he just decided that he was going to squeeze in, and he even knocked my mirror, my left-hand side mirror.
I tried to get some video of him. It was a black car, but it didn't get his number plate, I don't think.
Yeah, the traffic in Brazil is crazy, but there are so many other things about Brazil that is so much fun. The performers you see juggling on stop signs are amazing. I really don't know how these guys can manage to do so many tricks in such a short time. One of the things that we needed to get done before going to Canada was dental care. Guys, I am sorry, but dental care in Canada is super expensive, and I don't like the quality as much as Brazil. Brazil's is really good. Of course, I'm probably a little biased because I worked with dentists for many years in Brazil before moving to Canada. I was a dental nurse. I am making a diesel mold for Steven's teeth. This is what I used to do in my former job, in my former life, working at a dental clinic.
Oh wow, so you used to do this all the time?
Yeah, it was quite fun. You need to do this to get rid of any air bubbles.
So what do you think of Brazilian dentists compared to Canadian?
The best in the world. I'm sorry, Canadian dentists, but I worked in a dentist for many years. I know how things are done, and I really do.
You prefer Brazilians?
Yeah. There is a huge difference in quality. Maybe because I went to the wrong dentist in Canada? Maybe. In Brazil, you see many birds, many parrots, and you also see some things that are probably not really common to you. Like this place here we're going right now. We are at something that we call Multirão da Prefeitura. It's something that the town organizes for all sorts of things. You can come have fun and also sort documents. It's a mix of things.
And there's like
it's an egg scramble. Yeah, the police is here.
BMW police car there. Is this a police car?
They set up this whole pop-up structure to make it easier for people that really can't be going downtown or really far away to do things like IDs, passports, driver's license, and so on. You don't only do documents here, you also have dentists and doctors. You can do some exams. The list of services you can get done here is just too long for me to describe.
They even sell ice creams. It's like a pop-up government office. And there's even kids' play place. You're joking.
So these three animals here belongs to the fauna of the state of Goias, which is my home state. Almost every highway you drive in Brazil, you will find them crossing or dead on the side of the road, unfortunately.
That one looks as though he may be knocked over.
It could be. It could be.
Wow, this is one of the weirdest places ever, isn't it? Look at that dog-eared fox or whatever it is. What is it? You call that a wolf?
Yeah, it's more like a fox. It's more like a fox, but it's called it's wow. Here we have a little anteater.
And there's a little armadillo. Crocodile.
Some parrots. This is a little jaguar. We call it jaguatirica. Oh, I feel like taking this one home with me. And this poor thing just looked tired.
So what did you get?
I got some free kale because sometimes they give away free plants. I got a free trash bag for the car and plus some educational booklets for driving.
And I think this is for a driver's license, right? To put your driver's license in.
And car documents.
This has got to be one of the strangest experiences in Brazil. A pop-up government office.
Now this is way before I was born. These little Volkswagens, we call them Fuscas, they used to be what the police used to use way before I was born. So Steven, what did you think of it?
That is a really, really interesting, strange experience.
Brazil would not be Brazil without the long lines. I love my country, but some things just take too long. And you can see that people are losing their patience here. And we just wanted to pay for some clothes we bought. Brazilians are very active at night. And when I say active, I'm not talking about nightclubs and things like that. I'm talking about families going out at night. Probably because Brazil is quite hot during the day. At night is a little cooler, so people do go out at night a lot. This is a food court of a mall. We like coming here quite often, and as you can see, there are lots of people, lots of food. This food court is huge. The malls in Brazil also close about 10 p.m. because Brazilians do go to bed late. I used to go to bed at about 4 in the morning. Of course, that changed after we moved countries and now I'm an early nighter. You can see lots of families and children doing something here that I couldn't figure what they were waiting for. The malls in Brazil are made to look really nice and they're really cool places to come for walks. This is another example of nightlife in Brazil. This is a park where we like coming quite a lot and there are lots of people here. You see couples, you see parents with kids, going for a walk, coming for some food. riding bikes, just having fun. This is something I really missed in Canada once we moved countries, because you don't really see things like this in Canada. In Brazil, you can also find something that's really cool. You can just come to the supermarkets and buy fruit puree for juicing. Now, this is what I'm talking about.
So you have acai in the freezers and you buy it like this. It's amazing.
And this is the pulp.
It's like mud almost.
And we also have graviola, pineapple.
Yeah, let's get some graviola too. Well, I think we're going to be missing these things, but next time we see you, we're going to be seeing you in Canada. So stay tuned and remember to subscribe. If you're not subscribed, hit that bell notification and follow us on social media or sign up to our email list.
Keep well, God bless, and see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.